Hi friends, and welcome back to Storytime with me, Diana Lee Santamaria. But of course, you can call me DLee. Today we're going to be reading some fun stories, and I cannot wait to share them with you. But first, let's start off with our song. Ready? Hands up! Hello, how are you? Hello, how are you? Hello, how are you? How are you today? Hello, DLee. Hello to all my friends. Hello, everyone. How are you today? Hi, friends, and welcome back. I'm so excited to share a super special story. This one is called DLee's Costume Extravaganza. And one really cool thing about it is that it's written in English and Spanish. Yeah, but I'm going to read the English version for you, okay? All right. I have a story, what could it be? I have a story, come listen and see. I have a story, what could it be? Gather round to read with me. DLee's Costume Extravaganza. DLee came home from school as excited as could be. She had an orange flyer in her hand that she wanted Mommy to see. Mommy, we're having a costume extravaganza at school next week. DLee was so excited that she wouldn't even let Mommy speak. Mommy just smiled and let DLee continue on. We need to buy a costume before they're all gone. Mommy thought for a moment and then said, when I was a kid, we didn't buy costumes. We made them instead. DLee's eyes grew wide as she thought about this. With a big smile, she gave Mommy a kiss. Mwah! Mommy, that is brilliant, she shouted with glee. I'll make my own costume. But what will I be? DLee took out her notepad and started to write. When she looked down, it was a fabulous sight. With a little thought in her favorite glitter pen, DLee had created a list of ideas, numbered from 1 to 10. Let's look at them, okay? Number 1, ballerina. Number 2, luchadora or wrestler. Number 3 could be a doctor or nurse. Number 4, an astronaut. Number 5, a superhero. Number 6, a police officer. Number 7, a kitty cat. Number 8, a princess. Number 9, a dolphin. And number 10, a ladybug. DLee ran to Mommy and showed her the list. Mommy was impressed and said she would assist. DLee just had to pick which costume she wanted to make. So she thought and thought over some milk and chocolate cake. I have an idea, DLee said enthusiastically. She whispered to Mommy what she wanted to be. Mommy and DLee smirked at each other and went upstairs. Mommy rolled out a sewing machine and a bin of fabric squares. She found her ruler and measuring tape. DLee grabbed paper and a pencil to avoid making a mistake. Together they began to measure and sketch. The duo worked and worked until the home stretch. After days of effort, the project was complete. DLee's costume was going to be a treat. The day of the costume extravaganza had finally come. It was rainy outside, but DLee didn't feel glum. She knew she had the perfect costume to brighten the day. When she walked into the classroom, DLee was right in every way. A wet Miss Mayo turned and smiled at DLee. She said the sun was exactly what she wanted to see. DLee's friends all agreed that she brought the light. They said, DLee, your costume's so sparkly and bright. All the kids looked as cute as can be. There was a police officer, a rhino, and a bumblebee. But those were just some of the costumes. There were lots more. There was also a monkey, a unicorn, and a yummy s'more. The children were having a really fun time. They sang songs, danced, and played with green slime. Everyone was having a blast, but there was one last thing to do. It was time to show off their costumes before the day was through. All the children walked out to the auditorium, and to their surprise, they saw their families watching with excitement in their eyes. DLee saw Mommy and gave her a wink. She hit a switch on her costume, and her sun rays began to blink. Everyone looked at DLee and cheered in delight. A costume extravaganza to remember, with DLee shining bright. The end. I hope you friends enjoyed that story. So what did you think? What's your favorite costume in this book? Did you have any? Or would you have picked something different? Yeah, I'm not sure which one I would have picked. Actually, I think I would have been the superhero. Superhero DLee has a really nice ring to it. What do you think? All right, friends, till next time. All right, friends, it was so wonderful sharing all of these stories with you and even some songs. I hope you had as much fun as I did. All right, let's pick our hands up and let's say goodbye. Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, friends. It's time to say goodbye. One more time. Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, friends. It's time to say goodbye. All right, friends, it's been great. Till next time. Mwah.